Okay, so here's some workouts that you can do basically anywhere. If you don't have a pull-up bar or anything, you can do pull-ups off of, or a dip bar that you can do anything with, that you can do off of. Go to a park, you can do dips off of chairs and stuff. But we'll start with home workouts. So we'll start with the push workouts. So you got your chest, your delts, and your triceps. I'll show you 2 workouts for each muscle group. Okay, I guess we'll start. So for a home workout, for chest, it'll activate everything because it's a compound movement like most calisthenics. But for chest, just do push-ups, just down, make sure your arms are like 90 degrees. You can go however low you want really, and then just back up. You can put your flare your arms out a bit more. Just make sure you don't flare your arms out like this, because that leads to shoulder injury. Alright? Okay, if that's too hard, you can do kneeling push-ups, which is way easier. And if you can't do those, the more in you bring your knees, the easier it becomes. So those chest workouts, so that's a chest workout. You can also do inclines if you want to work lower chest more, which is also easier. You can also do decline push-ups. I might have to, I'll just go like this. You're in my way.
Yeah.
You can also do decline push-ups, which works your upper chest more. Okay, so that's every part of your chest, and those are pretty simple workouts. So now you've got your delts. You've got 3 parts of your delts, which is your front, medium, and rear delt. Rear delts are more of a pull, so we'll focus on front and medium. So you can always do pike push-ups if you want to be able to go into handstands. If you can't do those, just go to your pike holds. If you can't do that, you can do pike plank presses, which will get those muscles working still, but it's much easier. Where you just go like this, and then you go up, and then you go back down. It's rather simple. So those are shoulder workouts. Forgot to mention before, you can also work your inner chest with stuff like inner chest and triceps with stuff like diamonds. I usually do the arrowhead version because the diamonds make it weird. So you can work your inner chest and your triceps with diamond push-ups. Okay, so that's those. So with triceps, you've got your lateral, your long, and your medial head. So these tricep dips will work your lateral and your long head the most. You can do it like this. If you don't have 2 bars, you can do them like so. And then you can also do them off of benches, which we don't have here. But when you do a bench dip, you want to keep your fingertips out, body straight. And if you're doing them off of a lower bench, if you bend your knees, it makes it easier. If you don't, it makes it harder. But yeah, you just go down, you go back up. It's rather simple. And if you want to work, sorry, that works your lateral and your medial head. If you want to work your long head, you have to go overhead, which usually you'll do something like skull crushers. The lower you go, the harder it is. The higher you go, the easier it is. Rather simple. All right, pull. Pull, biceps, rear delts, and all of your back. I usually work forearms in my pull day anyways, but like, you don't have to. So pull, go on a pull-up bar, and literally just pull yourself up. I'm pretty shit at those. So like, yeah. So that'll work your back, work your upper back mostly. What you want to do to work lower back is you might want to go with something like bridges, which will work your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads, and maybe even back pedal some calves. But so that basically hits most of your back. If you want to hit like the middle part more, I'd suggest rows or like W's with a towel, where you just lay on the floor and you're laying on the floor and you just raise your back up. Or you can do, I think they're called Supermans, where you're like that. So like, yeah, those are back workouts. Now, chin-ups are probably the best way, one of the best ways to hit your biceps calisthenically wise. So because they'll hit your long head the most, and because it's much easier than a pull-up, you just 1, 2, 3, and it'll work your biceps more. Now, if you want to work your brachialis and your short head, I suggest hammer grips, which are like this on an actual hammer grip chin-up bar, which we don't have here, so that's unfortunate. Now, if you want to work fingertips and stuff, you can do stuff like you can do stuff like wrist rolls on the floor, but that's really complicated and might lead to injury. So like, I suggest to start off with, you probably can't do fingertip planks either, because if you're a beginner. So I'd suggest just dead hang for as long as you can. And if you want to make it slightly harder, make it an active hang. It's where you move your scapulars, shrug your back, and that'll help you with your pull-ups too. So let's pull, I guess. Now you got legs. So legs, you got your quads. Well, most people split it with quads. Most people just do quads, but I do quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. But you don't have to do glutes, because almost every leg workout back pedals for your glutes. So quads, it's rather simple. You just do a squat, lunge, like almost any leg workout will work your quads. For hamstrings, you do bridges like I showed before. If you want to work your glutes really well, put your legs slightly outwards and then do a sumo squat. That'll work your glutes more. Leg adductions and leg adductions too, which is just reversing it. They work your glutes. Also back lunges. They'll work your glutes way more too. Donkey kicks and fire hydrants also do. So a donkey kick is where you're getting your hands and knees and you kick upwards. They'll work your back, lower back as well. And then fire hydrants is you trying to piss on a fire hydrant basically. So those are legs. Calves, there's not many calf workouts that you can do, but calf raises, usually you'll have a step, but calf raises are a good one to work. You don't have to do too many because most leg workouts work your calves as well. So we'll go on to abs, I guess. Abs, you can do sit-ups, which work your main abs. You can do crunches, which is slightly easier. You can do Russian twists for your obliques, or you can do windshield wipers on the floor for your obliques. You can also do reverse crunches and lying leg raises for your lower abs if you want to get that really defined. And then a good isometric that works basically everything is the simple plank. Like it's rather simple. And then you also want to work cardio. What's good if you have no equipment whatsoever for anaerobic is sprints. Make sure it's a rather short distance to begin with, and then just go for a jog, or if you can't do that, or if you don't want to do that, go for a walk, which work aerobic and they'll burn some more calories, you know? So easier, I'm just going to show you some easier versions for the pull muscles and for the leg muscles. So if you can't do a pull-up, like me, do what I call an Aussie pull-up, or most people call body row. You go for like a waist height object and you just pull yourself up, and then you'll be able to do jackknives and so on. And you can do that with chin-ups as well. And then easier workouts for squats. There aren't many easier workouts for squats, but you can do pole assisted squats, which can help stabilize and stuff. You can do wall sits. You can do like half squats, like half motion.